Should American travelers still think of roaming the globe with ease, or has the rise of U.S. tariffs made it riskier than ever to visit certain countries? The world is changing fast, and what you once thought was a dream vacation could come with unintended consequences in today's politically charged climate. Hello, fellow explorers. Welcome to Top Dog Traveler. If you're thinking about traveling abroad anytime soon, this video is a must-watch. With the U.S. imposing tariffs on more and more countries, international travel may become more complicated than ever before. In today's video, we're going to break down the current travel safety situation for Americans. Should you still go for that trip, or are there places you should avoid? And what exactly do these tariffs mean for you, your wallet, and your safety? Stick with us until the end and we'll share some practical tips to navigate this tricky terrain. Let's start with the basics, tariffs. So what exactly are tariffs? A tariff is essentially a tax or duty imposed by one country on goods imported from another. These taxes can increase the cost of items, making it more expensive to buy products from the countries facing tariffs. And recently, the U.S. government has increased tariffs on many countries as part of economic and trade policy changes. Now, you might be wondering, how might this affect your travel plans? Well, tariffs themselves don't just impact goods. They can lead to strained relationships between countries, which could impact everything from travel prices to diplomatic relations. And in some cases, it can even put your safety in question. Okay, so how exactly does this play out for travelers? First, let's take a look at what happens when the U.S. imposes tariffs. In response, countries may retaliate in a variety of ways, including restrictions on American businesses, changes in visa policies, and even potential safety risks for American citizens abroad. Countries that have been hit hardest by U.S. tariffs, like China, Mexico, and the European Union, have sometimes responded with negative rhetoric and actions that could make American travelers less welcome. In some instances, this could lead to protests or other forms of anti-American sentiment that might pose safety concerns for visitors. Imagine trying to enjoy your vacation while tensions are rising and the atmosphere feels tense. It's not just uncomfortable, it could also be dangerous, especially in places where anti-American sentiments have led to violent protests or unrest. So, which countries are currently considered riskier for American travelers due to the effects of tariffs? Let's break down a few key locations. First up, we have China. Since the U.S. imposed high tariffs on Chinese goods, relations between the two countries have become more strained. Although China is still a major tourist destination, many American travelers have reported feeling unwelcome, and there's been an increase in visa issues. It's not just about tariffs, it's about political tension, and that can affect your safety while traveling. Next is Russia. The U.S. has placed tariffs on various Russian goods, and with ongoing geopolitical tensions, there are travel advisories urging caution. The diplomatic relationship between the U.S. and Russia is rocky, and there's been increased harassment of American citizens in some instances, especially in sensitive areas. Mexico, a popular destination for American tourists, has also seen some strain in relations due to tariff battles. While Mexico is still a relatively safe country to visit, anti-U.S. sentiment has been on the rise in certain areas, particularly along the border. Some regions are experiencing more protests and civil unrest, making it critical to stay informed about local developments. And finally, let's talk about parts of the European Union. While Western Europe remains relatively stable, countries like Italy, France, and Germany have faced public backlash against U.S. economic policies, including tariffs. This has led to protests and demonstrations, which could disrupt your travel experience. As a result, the U.S. State Department has issued occasional warnings to stay alert when visiting these countries. Okay, so let's talk about the flip side. Where are Americans still welcome as of now, and where can you travel with a little more confidence? Countries like Japan, Australia, and New Zealand remain possible good choices for American travelers, but that may change due to significant tariffs imposed on U.S. products not made or manufactured in the U.S. For now, their tourism industries are still very welcoming to American visitors. Similarly, Southeast Asian countries like Thailand and Indonesia have been less affected by the tariff situation as of yet, but checking back for any changes. They continue to promote tourism and are often viewed as stable, friendly destinations for U.S. travelers. The people there remain hospitable, and the political climate is less volatile than in regions with active trade wars. Now you might be thinking, so can I still travel safely and economically with all of this happening? Absolutely! Here are some practical tips for navigating international travel during these times of tariffs and political uncertainty. First, always check the latest travel advisories from the U.S. State Department before you go. These are updated regularly and can give you the most accurate info on safety risks in specific countries. Second, avoid countries with active protests or ongoing political unrest. While they might be appealing, it's just not worth putting your safety in jeopardy. Third, consider booking through travel agencies or local tour operators who know the lay of the land and can offer expert advice. They'll often have up-to-date information on places that might be experiencing disruptions. And finally, stay flexible. In these uncertain times, you may need to adjust your plans at the last minute, especially if the situation in a particular country worsens. So there you have it. While tariffs have made travel a bit more complicated, for now it's still possible to explore the world safely. The key is to stay informed, choose your destinations wisely, and stay on top of any travel alerts or updates. Remember, we're all in this together, and we hope things improve before they get worse. From all of us at Top Dog Traveler, we wish you smooth and enjoyable travels. Thank you for watching, and thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing to our channel. It helps others find our content and updated on the ever-changing global travel landscape we're facing. Until next time, stay safe and travel smart, Top Dog Travelers.